All right, welcome back, guys, to match 21, Exodus versus RYZE. Shall I go ahead and start the game, Sebi? All right, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Yo, what?
Sorry guys, I haven't opened my screen capture app. I'm gonna do that just now for you. Just bear with me for a sec.
I'll give them the rundown of what's happening.
I'll give them a rundown of we've got a giveaway being done by Hachi at the end of these games, sponsored by Hachi Man, aka Adrian, in the chat. So thank you to you, and everyone can jump in and participate at the end of the stream.
1,000 worlds, and not a single worthy foe. Gaze upon the edge of the void.
All right, cool. So coming in from RYZE, they missed their first ban. I'm not sure if that's surely it's not a strategic kind of thing, but they do go for the Nolan ban, and then from Exodus they do ban the Matilda and Martus. Surely after seeing RYZE previous games, they've seen that those two are quite strong in RYZE arsenal. And do see the Terizla being picked up from RYZE. Very solid pick. We've seen this before. Exodus will have to watch out for that one. Let's see what Exodus picks here. Alright, straight up, it's the Mincetar. So we've seen this before as well. Pigeon, somewhat known for the Mincetar. I'm not sure if it was a really good pick this early into the draft phase, but we will see. It kind of stops RYZE from taking dash heroes, so that's good. And then we see the Kufra as well. Diggy coming up from RYZE for the CC. I think that's really good for the Mincetar and Kufra ult. And then the Valera as well. Good counter for
remain.
for the Kufra.
Jake, you haven't given me a 0-0 with Exodus on the right.
Let me just check which one I gave you. So,
Sorry to interrupt the panel again.
It's fine.
it's meant to be Exodus on the left. It's meant to be Exodus on the left.
Well that's kind of awkward.
Okay, I'll change it around and I'll send a new one.
Okay, thank you guys. Sorry for the confusion of the overlay. Anyway, carry on some more and do. Sorry to interrupt.
Right. So we do see RYZE banning out the Hanabi, surely aimed at Kuriman, who was forced to play Claude now. And then we have Buzz Bomber locking in the Lancelot. And now we will see RYZE kind of circling the... Oh, actually locks in the Ixia. A really strong pick there. But I do think that Claude is good into Ixia. What do you think, Samara?
Yeah, I think so too. And of course, we have seen Kuriman on his marksman before, and Kuriman is a really good marksman. But of course, Tag You're Dead is a really good Ixia, and I know that he did carry quite a few of the matches in the tournament so far. So, yeah, really hoping to see how that plays out on the gold lane.
Cool. So when it comes to these team compositions, we see that the Lilia is being picked up from Exodus. What I do want to point out is that on the side of RYZE, they do have an assassin jungle and a support roam. And the reason why I don't like this is because in the three rotating heroes, all three of them are squishy. There's not really someone to soak up the damage for peeling. But on the other hand, we have Exodus, who has Lancelot, who can go full damage or semi-tank, and they have a tank as well. So they're really good on taking in the damage so far, but it'll just come to the execution as well.
Yeah, I totally agree with your sentiments because I'm also kind of against having a squishy support and a squishy jungler, because if you're going to take a squishy support, then might as well do a little bit more of a tanky jungle. So I do favor the side of Exodus this time. I think Exodus has a really nice lineup, and of course, Kufra's a very good tank.
Oh, but look at
So
this.
yeah.
Kurumin, who's been playing marksman for Exodus, actually switches out with Okatsu Yuta and goes for mage. So we haven't seen. I don't believe we've seen this play on marksman for Exodus team so far. Am I right?
No, we haven't. In fact, Kerman has stuck with his marksman for so long. I haven't seen him playing a mage.
We'll just have to see how it goes down. All right, over to you, Seppi.
Okay, thank you. We've managed to fix the overlay, so all confusion should be gone right now. But I think you'll be joining me with the commentary here, Doof, today.
Yeah.
So nice. We're gonna be seeing. I really like the draft coming in from Exodus a lot. Yeah, you're right with the fact that RYZE is a bit squishy, as you pointed out. I think that might be like sort of nullified by this Terizla a little bit, and Valia can control a bit of team fights, but in general, this Lancelot should have a decent time maneuvering around the map here.
I mean, look, when it comes to this, already as we can see that RYZE is being really aggressive in the early game, which is really good considering the team comp. It'll just be, they'll have to just make the most of it in the early game so that they don't fall off, you know.
Yeah, and that's something I haven't seen too often from RYZE as an assassin. We usually see them going for either a fighter or a tank jungler. So it's a bit interesting to see them picking up a hero like
they need a pause. They need a pause. Exodus called in the pause.
Okay.
So we'll give them the 2 minute.
Okay. I hope that was nice and quick.
Did you see thumbs up?
Yeah. So the thumbs up.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. That's good. That's a nice reactions from you, Doof. I'm proud.
Hey, bro. Map awareness OP.
Just like you destroyed me in a classic earlier today. Okay. Okay, let's not talk about that
This
one.
gives you time to sort out the overlays here.
Oh yes, of course. I can do that.
Alright, I'll send you the last two.
Thank you. But yeah, Doof, what do you think was going to happen this game in terms of the gold lane matchup? Do you think this Hanabi, I mean this not the Hanabi, this Ixia should be able to just deal with this Claude quite easily in lane, or do you think Claude will be able to come out the lane with a decent amount of farm?
No, look, of course, we can see that Ixia is on Claude's side of the lane. So it looks like she has the upper hand, right? But as long as Claude is not being forced to go to the Ixia side of part of the map, then you're not really stopping him from getting his gold. He's still getting his gold, so he's not hampered in any way right now. He might be taking some damage, but his gold will still be just as high. And in the laning phase, you can't really expect too much from the Claude. But when it comes to team fights, he can just easily jump in and target Ixia in the back line. So that's really why I like the Claude pick here.
Okay. Just quickly, do we unpause, and maybe how do we know that they might need another pause? They might want to use the other pause. I guess they'll use.
Yeah, they can just use the thumbs up emoji again, and I'll pause it again.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out for that as well. So we're gonna go back into the game. 2 minutes is up. So I'll also keep an eye out on these thumbs ups. But so far, it looks like everyone on the side of Exodus look okay in terms of needing a pause here. But yeah, look at this rotation from RYZE though. They've got 4 members chilling in the bush here, but Kufra gonna be able to scout this out. Possibly he goes on to Sirakaki, but there's the Dark Knight falls onto with the Hulk Kit. Completely blows up the Kufra before he even gets a chance to do anything. But Lancelot, already ahead of the game here, goes for the turtle.
If Lancelot manages to secure the turtle, then that life will not be in vain. I mean, it's a trade, right? So.
Oh, but he's gonna lose his blue.
He's gonna lose his blue, yeah.
Oh, that might not be a great trade in the end again. it's a kill for the side of RYZE, as well as possibly two blue buffs. We're gonna have to see if Hulker gets his own one. But there we go. The King's calling onto the side of RYZE. They're gonna have to be quite careful how they approach this fight. Lancelot's gonna go in, but the penalty zone, it misses out. Kupra with the Tyrant's Rage is gonna punish that and use it onto the Trizla. Lancelot quite low though. He might not be able to follow it up, but Hulker, there's so much damage to Kuriman. He's gonna be just about fine, and he will take the second blue buff for himself. So in the end, Urine has a big trade over this Lancelot, basically owning by one level here, and gets another kill for himself.
Yeah, I mean, RYZE really just
Dark Knight falls.
dominating the early game.
Dark Knight falls once again in the top lane, and Hulkert just owning the side of Exodus right now with all these rotations.
Well, if they let Hellcut just snowball like he is doing right now, then it's not going to be a good outcome for Exodus in this match. They'll just have to try the best and shut him down. I think their best option would be to stick together and try and not to get picked off as much as possible, because you can see that they do have a bit of a pick-off team here.
Oh, Phantom Execution actually misses out on the Diggy there, and he's going to get caught by the penalty zone on top of it, and the Deadly Stingers will take out the Lancelot again, but there's the King's calling. Maybe they can get rid of the Hulk, but no, the Time Journey saves him out. It bails him. Great synergy for RYZE in this early game skirmishes. And now all of a sudden, it's a huge goal lead for RYZE at the moment. Almost getting to the 2000. It's just over 2000 right here.
Yeah, it's just about 2000.
Ixia with the full barrage bottom lane. He's going to use it to clear the way. Maybe get a counter to Kotsu, but there's Kufra in response. Going to be able to sort of mitigate any attempts on killing this Claude at the moment.
I think for Claude, he just needs to try and clear his lane as fast as possible so he can avoid any potential ganks that's coming his way.
Oh, but there we go. The silence coming in from Hulker. It's going to put in a bit of danger there. Gets knocked out of his health pool right there. But there we go. The deadly thing is, it's going to be Lancelot actually who gets a retribution onto the turtle. Penalty zone is onto him though. It's going to stop the Phantom Execution from coming out to Rizzler. Doing so much damage. He misses the first kill. I think he would have gotten the kill if he didn't miss it. A great Thorned Rose. Oh, there we go. The Dark Knight falls. It's going to miss out though. Kuriman with the Purify will keep him safe from the silence coming up from Hulkert. But Tag You're Dead taking out the bottom lane so far. So RYZE are definitely just making such big plays for themselves. They're 2 towers ahead with a bunch of gold to work with. All right, Doof. What do you think Exodus needs to do right now in order to make sure that the Exodus doesn't completely snowball the game?
Well, Exodus will just have to play as safe as possible. Try and keep their gold lane. I think they'll just have to place their bets on the gold lane, on the Claude, to kind of try and save the game. Because if you look at the goal difference between the Claude and the Ixia, it's just a bit of skirmish there, but nobody does take the fall yet.
Oh no, not really. Okay, there we go. The Blazing Duet with the Vengeance is going to do a lot of damage with the. But it's actually going to be a Kufa who falls out in the end. Oh, there we go. The King's calling. It's onto the Dicky, and he does have the time journey to work with because he used it earlier in that fight. So a pretty decent kill for Exodus to get, but unfortunately, it's not the biggest target. But any kill matters at this point, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, the Claude did do some a bit of big boy damage there, so it kind of forced RYZE to just back off a bit and respect them. And then we do see the flicker coming out from Ixia to protect herself from the Lancelot. I mean, like I said before, they'll just have to place their bets on the Claude, try and get them back into the game. If we look at the goal difference for Claude and Ixia, it's only about 600 gold behind. I think he can definitely make that up.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna see Turtle. Gonna be started by Urine. Gonna get a little bit of damage there. I don't think Lancelot's in any position to take this. He's 2 levels behind this Elka right now. Make it 1. Just about now, but there's the hook coming out from Minzatar. Ziggy does have the time journey to work with, and the Dark Knight falls on top of it as well. It lands off the tree. It silences up 3 members of Exodus, and now they have to scatter. Otherwise, they're gonna lose more lives. A great Dark Knight falls from Halkut.
Yeah, I mean, I think Exodus should try and not engage in team fights so long as the mage isn't there. I think the mage could have done a bit of damage to kind of make RYZE back off a bit. But they did go and secure the mid lane turret, so all is not for naught.
Oh, but there we go. The Blazing
have...
Duet comes in. It's doing so much work. Actually, so 2 huge kills for Kotsu right there. I mean, that's 2 kills. I think they got in general, but that's a great comeback. Some great comeback kills here for RYZE to work with in order to mitigate that gold lead. I mean, I think Halkut needs to be a bit careful at this stage in the game. He's done his early game deeds, but right now he needs to be very careful how he approaches it. Like going in right now, it's not the best idea, but he's gonna have the time journey to save him here. Okay, mid-star in a bit of danger. The blue buff gonna get taken up by Halkut, but he's in a bit of precarious position right now. The Diggy Bomb's gonna follow it up, but the penalty zone! It's an out to 4 with the flicker. Moba Chad gets a really good set right now, and Exodus, they just need to run away. Otherwise they're gonna get taken out. Oh, but a really good times rage on the side, and there we go, the Blazing Duet. It's going to be on onto the backline. Sato in a bit of danger there. Gets finally taken out by the Claude, and Tag You Dead has to do the man fight against him. But I don't really know who won that team fight in the end. It looks like a 2v2 for 2 for now, but Moba Chad finally gets taken out. The full barrage is not going to help him out. Wow, that was a huge penalty zone, but unfortunately the Claude did take advantage of it by going for the backline while all that shenanigans was happening.
Yeah, Exodus is doing really well to try and stay in the game as much as they possibly can. I mean, look, the goal gap is basically nothing at the moment. Actually, it's shifting into Exodus' favor at this point.
Oh yeah, so actually that fight in the end was good. I think it's all that shutdown gold working in the favor of them, so... Now, I think that, yeah, as you said, the game is like equalized a little bit here. Both teams have the equal tower advantage, so it's this Claude. I mean, this Claude is playing these team fights so well and taking advantage of any slip-ups that that RYZE sort of puts forward. And now that the Halkut's been shut down, it's not going to look too easy from this point on. I mean, this Claude should have a Wind of Nature bought soon. Or might be going for the corrosion side first. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, Dark Knight falls straight away in, but the Purify coming in from Lilia is going to save her out. The penalty zone misses out on top of it as well. Pull back from Diggy is going to do it, but then it's a full barrage. It's going to take out Lilia for now. And now, Wind of Nature will be finished for Ixia. I don't think Exodus can initiate this. At least they get a good hook, maybe onto this Valia. But the Purify from the Diggy, the time journey is going to keep him nice and alive and safe. And now Claude's the one in danger. He's going to fall down to the Ixia damage in the end. And Kufra is going to get chased down on top of it as well. And Halkut take him out with the deadly stingers. As RYZE take another good fight now. Maybe giving themselves that advantage back for themselves that they lost.
Yeah, I think they'll go ahead and get the Lord started as fast as possible.
That is a very fast Lord indeed. I think it should be going top. No, it'll go bottom lane. The bottom lane turrets has been harassed a little bit, so. But yeah, I've really been liking what this Halkut's doing. I'm not entirely sure what this dominance ice though is on the Halkut. That's a bit of an interesting one. Do you have any thoughts about what this could be?
Oh, I mean, I don't know, but I guess when the Claude jumps in, he doesn't do as much damage. I'm not too sure. I haven't really seen this item on the Halkut, but I think the Terizla, the dominance ice on the Terizla should be sufficient. So.
And on the Diggy as well. I mean, that's the 3rd dominance ice being picked up for RYZE. I mean, they really want to apply its effects at the moment, I'm telling you now. Oh, the tower, it has that AoE damage. It's going to clear the minion out. They're actually in a bit of an interesting position here, but there's the Dark Knight Falls. It's going to blow up the Lilia before she even gets a chance to ulti. A great pick off for RYZE there. I mean, there's no point of picking the Purify if you're not going to be fast enough to click them both. But anyway, RYZE now using this advantage beautifully here. They took the top tower, and now they want to take the other. They might be able to take the middle one as well. Maybe the hop of the full barrage is going to keep them nice and safe from any attempts of defense from Exodus. But there we go. Oh, it's a really good hook there. But the time journey is going to keep them alive just for now. The penalty zone actually misses out onto the Mr. Tower. And now there, RYZE goes in. Doesn't have the tires range to work with just yet. But the Phantom Execution is going to chase in the backline right now. He's going to try and get these backline targets. But I don't know if he's going to have enough damage. I think it's because he's going a hybrid build. And now RYZE need to run away though. A hook coming up from Mincetar there. It's going to kill him. But there's the Dark Knight Falls. It's going to do so much damage to the Pigeon. Oh, but the King's calling. It's going to be enough damage to lock him down. And it does. A really great play from Exodus there. Lance going in again with a Phantom Execution, but won't be able to follow that up much more. But yeah, I mean, looking at the gold here, they've equalized it up again.
Yeah, they have. I mean, it's been 50-50 so far. I think RYZE do still have the upper hand with that inhibitor turrets going down in top lane, so they do have that the enhanced minions for top lane, and then we have the mid lane, which is almost dead. I think if just like maybe 2 or 3 hits will secure that turret. So definitely RYZE still has the upper hand when it comes to that, because the lane pressure will be so much more now, especially with the Lord on the bottom lane and then enhanced minion on the top lane. So Exodus will have to keep in mind about those minions.
Okay, there we go. There's the fleeting time for Diggy. So now that time journey is going to be off cooldown much more often. Pyramid going to take the bomb for Lance there. That was some interesting stuff. But anyway, look, having a quick look at the item builds. Yeah, so Lance will be going for that hybrid build just to make sure he stays nice and healthy. But so far, both teams looking for this Lord. It's going to be the enhanced Lord, so it's going to be very valuable for Exodus to take. Oh, Sirakaki in a bit of danger here. Has to pop the time journey early. So now there's no time journey to work with now. It's go time for Exodus. But they will look at full barrage. It blows up the Mincetar. The Dark Knight falls on top of it as well. Goes on for the Kufra. Going to get the kill before the Tyrant's Rage even comes out. And Lancelot's just going to have to sit and watch. He dodges the Dark Knight falls. I mean the Shadow Pounce or whatever it's called. I'm not actually entirely sure what that ability is called. But Mubachad is going to get taken down. No, he's not. Oh, huge stingers coming up from Urine. And now, the time journey is up again thanks to the fleeting time. And Lancelot now in a bit of danger. He's going to get locked up by this Valia. Not able to run away. And RYZE taking such a good fight for themselves again. All right, I mean, it's up to the base defense from Exodus to be able to stay into this game again. I'm pretty sure that they do have some decent tools for it, such as the Mincetar and the Lilia. Not counting Kufra out as well, obviously. So I think...
Well, the minion waves just spawn, so they do have about solid, let's say, about 20 seconds now. All of the players on Exodus team will be up by then. So here we have
Lord Cold Top as yeah, I mean, it's up to this Claude to prove to us that he is gonna carry this game. He's been doing such a good job recently in these fights with the Blazing Duet with the Vengeance, so he's gonna have to do that magic once again.
I think this will turn into a net positive, even if RYZE doesn't get to just destroy the crystal. They can still get the mid lane and the bottom lane inhibitors, which is really huge for them.
Oh, here we go. Mobachad wants to go in with the penalty zone, looking towards it, but not committing just yet. Lance, gets pulled back. Puncher, not available at the moment. He's going to get, absolutely, he's going to get the kitchen sink thrown at him with all of the ultimates coming out from RYZE. They don't really have much to work with anymore, but except for the time journey. It will keep them safe for a bit longer, but there's the King's calling out on the main thing there with the full barrage as well. It's going to knock down all of the HP of Exodus, and it should be an easy game 1 for RYZE to take in this best of 3 series.
Victory!
Wow, what a performance by RYZE. That was definitely a very solid performance from them. They took the early game very strongly and capitalized it into a victory for them at about the 16-minute mark. So very impressed with their performance today. And I think I'll pass it back to you and Samara at this point.
Well, I've been talking. I want to hear Samara's thoughts on the game, on the draft, on everything.
To protect her.
Well, I kind of did give my thoughts on the draft. But yeah, I think it was a really good game from both teams. They did put up quite a fight. And yeah, I think they did really well.
I think the problem with Exodus is they didn't really give Claude the space to work with there. I think especially the Lancelot, I think everyone was just being a bit too like scattered and easily picked off, just being a bit too aggressive.
Yeah, that's also true. And you know, we did initially say that on the side of RYZE, I think they had a much more squishier lineup compared to Exodus. But then it ended up, you know, in their favor. They were actually able to utilize the extra damage. So yeah, I think kudos to them for pulling that off.
Most definitely. Okay, let's see.
Is there an issue in the lobby?
No issue. No issue. I think just waiting for one more person from Exodus to pull up.
Looks like he's offline, so maybe they need to get in a sub.
No,
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Yeah, he's coming.
Whilst we wait, Doof, have you had the chance to speak to RYZE?
Oh no. Let me message her right now.
And Sep, don't forget that overlay.
You are 100% correct. I am sorry. I did, in fact, forget.
Good, all good.
Okay, it looks like we got everyone in here. I don't know who Anthony is.
Yeah, Anthony is registered for Exodus, so that's fine.
Okay, cool. So that should be fine. I'm confusing him with the Anthony from last game.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just get a response from. Okay, let's just. I think everyone's ready up. Let's go. Let's go into the second game of Exodus versus RYZE. Let's see if Exodus will be able to make a comeback in this game. I think they just have to kind of watch out because RYZE has a reputation for being really aggressive in the early game. I think that's why they banned out the Martyrs and the Matilda. But they'll just have to kind of make a plan for other possible picks, like the Alpha or the Hellcat, for example.
Well, I see they went straight in with the Matilda ban anyway.
Gaze.
I mean,
Upon
for
the
Matilda,
edge
if
of the
used
void.
right, then she can be really, really annoying to play against. So they just want to get it out of the way. I know that there is, I think, a Matilda main in RYZE, so they don't want to be dealing with that in these games.
It's my way or the highway.
Okay, we see they actually end up banning the Ixia. So, you know, that's one of RYZE's, Tag Your Dead's main heroes, and he normally plays a really good Ixia, so I think they just want to disable him a bit over there.
Yeah, I mean, Ixia is a really good ban. I think if I had a choice, I wouldn't want to play against Ixia anyways. And then we do see the Minstar ban coming out from RYZE. I think they definitely learned the power of Minsitar that game. If it wasn't for Diggy and the Time Johnny, that could have gone a different way, that game.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Okay, let's see what they do for the first pick.
I'm
Okay, and so Kerman actually not sticking to marksmen.
I mean, they could switch up later on, but I do think they want to lock in that Gwyn, seeing that it is a really meta hero in M5 and as we've seen in our local tournament as well. Picked up from Mavericks, picked up by NLK. I think they really understand how good this hero is. But I mean, we do see the Martyrs and the Owlet being pulled up from RYZE. So if this Martyrs times his skills properly, then he can nullify the effect of Gwyn in this game.
Just to let you guys know, Enigma 9 has confirmed that they'll be available for a match.
Okay, and RYZE said they'll confirm.
If you could just confirm with RYZE.
I didn't cure
Sorry?
Yeah, they'll confirm after this game.
harness it.
Light me up
Perfect.
and watch the world
Your team is
burn.
picking.
Okay, we do also see Xborg and Valentina coming in on the side of Exodus. Two
My life.
quite good picks, I would say. I love the Xborg pick. Not really sure about the Valentina at this point.
Well, the Valentina is a good pick. I think even if Martyrs was the only ult she could steal, I mean, you don't really want to steal the Harrod ult, right? So even if it was just the Martyrs ult, that will be really good itself. But they do have right now, currently, they do have the Martyrs and the Owlet ults to work with. So it's not totally, you know, hopeless.
Horology is my craft. Dicky is my name.
And we don't know if the Owlet is going to be EXP or Roma anyways, so so we might see another possible ult that the Valentina can steal.
Okay, I'm thinking that they're going to use Arlet to go XP and then, of course, look for another Roma.
There's no
Okay, so I see they lock in the Rafaela. How do you feel about that?
Rafaela. Yeah, I think it's really good, especially against the Xborg, because remember, I think that, if I'm not mistaken, Xborg's first item is Ice Queen 1, so they is that slow that Rafaela can just nullify. And unlike the first game, they do have a tanky jungler this time, so the support is really good here.
To me, fun is all that
Yeah,
matters.
okay, I completely agree, and I see they also tag your debt sticks with Marksman role and picks up the 1/1 instead. And of course, I see Curryman did switch out at the end, and he did end up taking Bruno as Marksman, and Busbomber ended up with Gwyn. So they're kind of sticking to their roles this time. And I really do like the lineup on the side of RYZE. I think they have enough sustained damage, they have enough burst, and of course, they're kind of more tanky this time. What do you think about the draft?
Well, for the draft, I do favor RYZE draft, but I mean, if you look at it, we do have the Valentina that can pick up both Owlet and Martyrs ults, as well as the Rafaela in certain situations. I think that could work. We do have the Kaja that can lock down the Wan, as well as the Harrod, seeing that Harrod does have Purify. And we have the Xborg that can just be a menace against these tanky heroes. But we will have the Rafaela, we will have these tanky heroes be able to sustain the damage from Xborg. But it'll just, like the in first game, it'll just come down to the execution of both teams.
Yeah, that's also true. Okay, so I think we're gonna go right back to Seppi.
Yes, thank you, Samara. Yeah, I mean, something worth talking about is that both teams opted not to go for any Angelas. So they obviously don't really like playing with this hero too much for coming out from both teams. So I think that hero is like way too strong right now, just in my opinion.
I don't think it's that, but
Oh,
we do have first blood coming out from Exodus. Really good jump by Bus Bomber.
Yeah.
And to answer your question, Seppi, I think that the reason why we're not seeing Angelas is because everyone's just so salty about missing out the Aspirant skin. I think they just don't want to see this hero anymore. But we do see in the top lane that Wen is giving the Bruno a bit of a trouble, and then an invade coming in.
Oh yeah, for Exodus surprisingly are the ones who are doing the invade versus RYZE. I mean, it's a bit of a cocky move, especially since you're versus a Martis, who if you get too close to him, that early game damage is really going to show. And he's being sustained by this Rafaela as well. In fact, Kaja is almost the one to go down in the top there. And now, so, I mean, they still want to continue this raid a bit more. It's up to Urine to get the... Oh, Retribution! No, it actually goes to Bus Bomb in the end. They want to punish him for it, though. Gwen goes down first. So they punished him for
Exodus definitely overstayed their welcome, and Xborg did miss out an entire wave at bottom lane. I didn't even notice he was there. I was like, what is he doing there?
All right.
But he did miss out an entire wave.
Oh, look at that shield. It's going to get taken out extremely quickly by Moba Chad right there. Kaja is in the vicinity to sort of assist with that, but yeah, I mean, it's not the worst trade for Exodus. They did get raid all of Martis's stuff. They got the red buff from him, so there we go. Oh, a flicker coming up from Moba Chat. It's going to be enough to take out the Xborg there, but the spatial migration as well as the Kaja, they're going to be able to secure the kill, make sure that he doesn't go unpunished for his deed done in the bottom lane. As you can see, RYZE, they're going to start looking towards going to this turtle, and Martis is in position, does have the Mortal Core to work with, but look at this level difference coming out from both of the teams. Gwen has like basically 2 level difference, so that's going to be easy retribution for him. Oh, but the Mortal Core is actually going to knock her out with the spatial migration, but it's going to be up to Urine just to get as much levels as he can because he's so far behind.
Yeah, I think that it was surprising to me. I thought that Exodus definitely let go of a couple of kills there, but after that whole skirmish, it was just like 1-1, and Exodus definitely maintaining a bit of a goal lead. But
Look at this
happening in bot lane.
Yeah, the Arlok got a bit greedy with going into the Xborg here. Didn't exactly expect that he would have 2 allies behind him there. Okay, there we go. We're going to see Anthony trying to get something done there, but the decimation for Martis will punish him for even attempting to steal that red buff away from Urine. So you can see a nice and early corrosion scythe for the 1-1 here, making sure that she does pretty decent into this Bruno, who's being camped right now, so he needs to be, I think he sort of realizes it. Especially, okay, Kaja will scout out the rest of it there, but he's just going to be fine with that dash away. As we can see, bot lane, Moba Chad taking out the shield once again. So Xborg in a bit of danger there. Oh, we're going to see the Mortal Core of Martis going straight away into the middle of the team fight, but Anthony wants the Divine Judgment, but he doesn't reach them in time. And now Atso with the Zaman Force will go straight away in when he needs to be careful of that Divine Judgment. There it is. It's on out to Urine, but the decimation's out at that point already. He's going to get blown up by the Violet Requiem though. Bruno, as well as the soccer balls, are going to take him down, but there's the crossbow tang will take out Kurumin. Raijin in a bit of danger as well by the crossbow tang, but Rafaela will be the one to be taken down first. Bus Bomber with the orb will take down 1-1 as well. So just a lot of death coming out from both sides. Oh, actually the final slash in the bot lane will take out the shield from Xborg once again. No Divine Judgment to work with though.
I think both teams are really putting on a show for the viewers here. Just skirmish after skirmish, a lot of bloodbath here.
Yeah, I mean it's 5 kills before even 5 minutes minimum here for both teams. I mean that's 11 kills in before the 10 minutes. Okay, we're gonna see Arlok going in with the flicker and the final slash here. Harith doesn't have the he does have the Zaman Force to work with, at least at the moment, but there's Violet Requiem that's gonna blow up Moba Chad before he can do anything about it. Mortal Coil is not gonna do anywhere near enough damage to sort of work with this at the moment. Harith getting really low, but with the loss of sanity, it's gonna blow him up. Zero cocky as well. Urine needs to be very careful how he approaches this, but no, he's gonna get taken down. It's gonna be a triple kill for this Xborg. Oh man!
I think Guinevere really turned the tides of that match there, landing a really good a spatial migration.
Well, yeah, that's the
That's
knockup.
the
Yeah.
jump hit. Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, definitely proving to be such a strong hero right now. Raijin wants to go in a little bit with his Valentina, but the final slash is out. She's gonna use. Movichad's gonna use Valentina as just a target to get back closer to his tower. Okay. Oh, actually, the plate migration is gonna knock down this one once again. Oh man. Anthony does have the Divine Judgment to work with. He can maybe use the Divine Judgment while the Martyr's using the Mortal Coil. Doesn't commit it though. I wonder if he knows about the interaction. Oh, actually, Raijin, interestingly enough, takes a Harith ulti.
I do think that was a mistake, or maybe they just wanted extra slow. I'm not sure.
Well, the thing is, I think it's not too bad because does you inherit the passive?
No.
Do you inherit passives of the hero you steal from?
No. Well, I mean, even if you did, you won't have the dash.
Yeah,
you won't
true.
have the dash too. Yeah.
I'm just thinking if he can inherit the passive of Harith, then he can get all that extra spell lifesteal. But we'll have to see if it works out. Look at that big soccer ball right into the face of Martis. Didn't even have a chance to react.
I mean, look, Kurmin does lock in that Berserker's Fury, so he's gonna have that big boy damage now.
Big ball damage, you mean? Yeah. Okay, Pigeon at the bottom lane here, securing the Little Wonder for his team. Does have the Fire Auger replenished. Movichad starting to lose out a bit of his lane against him at this point. But yeah, oh, there's the Divine Judgment. It comes straight away in, and the Zaman Force coming up for Valentina. Not doing too much work, but there we go. The Battle Record with Martin Movichad's going to make unstoppable for this Guinevere at the moment. Anthony needs to run away at the moment. Atso can also do nothing but the same, but Martis, there's the real Zaman Force that comes in from Harith there, and the Kaja will be knocked out completely. The turtle's been taken out already, but there's the spatial migration onto this Martis, gonna leave no room for error, and double kill for this jungler of Exodus, doing such good work over the map with this meta pick of this Guinevere. Interestingly enough, going for the magic damage with Guinevere. I know the pros like to do the full tank build. Oh, but there we go. That's Vile Requiem onto Movichad, giving no room, no breathing room whatsoever for RYZE to come into this game. Oh man. What do RYZE need to do at this point, Doof? What do they need to sort of accomplish if they don't want to get knocked out quickly?
I don't know at this point, eh? Look, it's so. There's like a 7,000 goal lead from Exodus, and De Bruno has his items locked in already. He's already working towards. I would assume that is a Malefic Roar, and that's just going to destroy Martyrs. It's going to destroy Harith. It's going to destroy Wenwen.
Oh, there we go. The final slash is not too bad here, but the Lost Insanity is going to be able to take out this Martyrs once again. The Harith not doing anywhere near enough damage. There we go. A really good final slash from Valentina. It's going to be able to take a lot of them down low health, but actually, RYZE might be able to turn this one around. They're doing a decent amount of damage, but no, Guinevere is going to be legendary at this point. And Sirokaki stuck underneath his own tower. Still not enough to live through this. Movichad, oh, really good final slash though, but he's going to get taken out by this Valentina, and Exodus just styling on RYZE right now, not letting them do anything about coming back into this game whatsoever.
I mean, definitely looks like we're gonna get a third game at this point. So we do see that Gromin locks in the C. Is it called? It still called C Halberd now.
Yeah, see Halberd.
Yeah, he does lock that in. I do believe he'll be working on a Malefic Roar now. Once he gets his Malefic Roar, I think he'll just be unstoppable, because there's not really too much, unless they really pick him off, but I do think that Exodus will be trying to protect him as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, yeah, it's all up to, I think it's all up to Tag Your Dead at this point, really. If he can just get a really good crossbow of Tag in the middle of this team fight, he might be able to switch the tides of battle. But at this point, it's almost an 11,000 gold lead for Exodus here. That's like almost 4 Blades of Despair is the difference, actually.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think that the Wenwen will be having too much of an impact at this stage of the game until she locks in that Malefic Roar. Yeah, I'm not really expecting too much damage, but I mean, if the rest of the team can do their damage and clean up, but we do see the Divine Judgment going off on the Aulot. I think he's just really bad positioning there.
Oh man, this is so hard for RYZE to contest here. I mean, Exodus are kind of in ending territory here. Worldy committed by the Bruno. If Bruno can just lock that base, it's going to be the end of the game here. I think that's exactly what's just about to happen here. Although RYZE putting up a decent fight, but no, it's not going to be anywhere near enough. Exodus will take game 2 for themselves in this best of 3 series, equalizing the match a bit, as proving to be quite an interesting night tonight, with 2 best of 3s going to game 3s here, and possibly even a 3rd game popping up later. But that being said, I will give it back to Samara and do for the panel.
I think Samara has fallen asleep, don't you?
Oh
It's
my
way
god.
past her bedtime.
No, I'm actually awake
Okay.
for one.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, I'd say GG to both teams, but of course, I think Exodus really had a good match. This match was their match, and even though, you know, I was a bit skeptical when it came to their lineup and stuff, they actually did a really good job with what they had. So yeah, I'd say GG's to them.
Let's see if they can keep it up in this 3rd game.
Jake, I'm looking for the overlay, but I don't see any 1-1s.
I sent the 1-1 right after.
Oh, did
It's
you?
literally called 1-1. The link is called 1-1.
Oh, okay, I'll get that. Oh, I think I did not know that. Sorry, my bad.
But I think I'm gonna have to switch it around because of the way that the lobbies were made. So let me make a new one.
I think so as well. I think that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, because I downloaded that
sure.
1-1.
I'll make a new one.
Shall I go into the game and then you can just...
Yeah, you can go into the game so long if we're ready.
Alright.
So RYZE is RYZE on the left and Exodus on the right, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll send that to you in a jiffy.
But Samara for a second there, she ain't even saying anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Samara.
But you did not invite me.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a bit
Yeah.
awkward.
Okay, let's see.
Just waiting. Ready. Everyone's ready. Let's go. 3rd match of Equilibrium versus RYZE. Is this match 21?
Team is
You mean Exodus versus RYZE?
Oh, what did I say? Did I say Nico?
Equilibrium.
Oh, 8.
Gaze upon
your
the
team
edge.
is
Okay, Exodus versus RYZE. Let's go. Match 21. Okay, straight off the bat, we see Nolan being banned off by RYZE. A really strong pick there. I don't blame them for that one. They don't really want that sort of early game power coming on
Always on the way.
from Exodus.
Your team
And then we
is
do
ready.
see the Matilda ban coming in. Nothing too different from the previous games.
Yeah, I think they're keeping it.
I'm
Oh,
born with
okay, I see the
habit
band. The
then.
Quinn
Respect for
this time
Guinevere
around.
has been achieved. No more of that shenanigans.
It's my
Then we
way
do
or
see the
highway.
Ixia.
Team is picking.
Okay, so it's more or less targeted bans coming in from Exodus.
Well, you could say that, but these bans are prevalent in M5 as well. I think if we did have the 5 ban or 10 ban system rather implemented into these games, then we would just be seeing Ixia, Matilda, Nolan, Gwyn banned every single game. But I do see the Terizla being locked in by RYZE.
I didn't cure the pain.
And
I
Valentina
harnessed it.
again. Valentina proving to know his stuff, you know? Especially when I saw that final slash coming in with the flicker. in the previous game. That was really well done. I trust this Valentina.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing a good Valentina in this tournament. I mean, apart from, Juju's Valentina, this is an actual good Valentina. And yeah, and I see an export coming in from Pigeon. So I see they're kind of sticking to their comfort picks as well.
Gaze the stars and seek
Laui
your
being picked
path.
up from RYZE. Not too much to say about that one. We do see the Hylos. I'm not too sure about this Hylos pick because X-Ball can just work his damage on that Hylos. Really just shredding his HP.
Yeah, I'm also not really sure about the Hylos pick, but it does, as you said before, come down to implementation. So we'll see how they work with it.
I see lots of prey.
Okay, and we see Boss Bomber coming in with a Roger jungle.
Now I'm hoping that they do go ahead and lock in a tanky tank for the Roger. I know from Mavericks we did have a Roger, and then we had the support, which didn't work out too well for us. Let's hope Exodus learns from our mistake.
All that matters.
Okay, I see they also they decided to ban the 1-1. Yeah, I guess they don't want to face that again. And they've decided to ban Bruno on the side of RYZE as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, we have the Ixia band, we have the Wen band. They didn't, RYZE didn't pick their marksman yet, so really good bands coming in from Exodus there. It was kind of forcing Tag Your Dead to kind of play something else. I don't even know what I'd play in this situation. Maybe Brody? Maybe?
Minotaur will finish off what was
But
left
we do see the Minotaur
Chivalry is
being
dead,
picked up there,
and
and
I
a
will
Clint,
revive it.
possibly a Hayabusa.
Okay, it's taking a bit long to circle down this pick.
Yeah, I think he's not really too sure on what to pick. I think he's not sure.
Yeah, a Kimmy. They're circling down a Kimmy, and okay, then never mind. They changed to an Edith. And back to a Hanabi. Okay, Hanabi. Hanabi's a good pick, especially for Kerman.
It's
Yeah,
signature pick right there.
yeah, I haven't seen Tag Your Dead playing Clint before, but yeah, I'm excited to see how they do. Yeah, which draft do you favor? I think in this one I'm kind of favoring Exodus.
Yeah, Exodus. I definitely do like Exodus draft a bit more. Valentina has the Laui ult as well as the Terizla ult to work with. Xborg will be able to do his damage on the Terizla and the Hylos, both the tanky heroes. Minotaur is just going to be a menace, and with his heal, I'm not sure if the Hayabusa ult will have too much of an effect. And then we can always trust Kurumid's Hanabi. That's his signature pick. And then we have the Roger, who now does HP-based damage, and that's against two tanky targets coming in from RYZE. So we'll just have to see how it plays out. I do think that the draft has been won by Exodus.
Yeah, I completely agree. I also think that Exodus has a really good draft. But anyway, that'll be all from me for now. So I'm just gonna hand it back to Seb.
Thank you, Samara and Adu for the panel. Yes, we're going into this game 6 for tonight, in fact. So yeah, lots of action coming in for Equilibrium today. But anyway, Moba Chad, already just getting rid of the shield bottom lane already. I mean, look at the damage, dude. Actually, Pigeon almost dead.
We do see a bit of counter jungling happening from RYZE. I think they'll be able to secure that little wanderer, and they in fact did.
Yeah, they did. It's actually on the Hylos of all people.
On the Hylos.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, better on the Hylos than anybody from Exodus, rather.
Yes.
And we do see some action happening in top lane. Just Kurumi dominating with the Hanabi.
Yeah, I mean that bounce damage is just so annoying to play against, man. It's just like you're standing so far away from her, but she still reaches you with that damage. It's not easy to play into, honestly. Anyway, Anthony and Baspom are looking towards going to tag your dead, but they find the Hayabusa instead. But not much follow up. Oh, I mean Hayabusa still wants to go with the shadows there, but as I said, won't commit too much more.
I mean, just a little bit of poke might come in clutch a little bit later, but we do see that the Roger has gone bot lane, so we might be seeing a little bit of a skirmish focused on the Hanabi.
Oh yeah, they want to focus it down. Here comes the Ogi shadow kill, and it also stuns up Urine, but he'll be just about fine with the shadows out. As Roger's starting up the turtle here, Raijin as well is in the area to sort of back him up. Pigeon just hitting level 4, so this should be a very, very RYZE favorite fight here. Yeah, I don't think RYZE, I mean Exodus favorite fight. I don't think RYZE want to contest this whatsoever. It would probably be insta death. Anyway, mid lane. Oh, there's a Minerva Fury. It's gonna land on 2 with the flicker, and the vengeance coming up from the highlights is not gonna be enough to keep him alive, unfortunately. So Exodus already with a very strong early game. I'm not sure what's happening. I mean, RYZE usually likes picking these very aggressive fighter junglers. Now that they've got this high booster, there's not really much for them to work with when it comes to this signature RYZE aggression.
Yeah, I do think they wanted to. Their game plan was to kind of focus down on the Hanabi, but I don't think they've really experienced how tanky this Hanabi can be, especially with a Minotaur constantly healing her up.
Yeah, and tenacity on top of that as well has picked up. So she's definitely not an easy kill to take out. But she's might be under the impression that she's getting ganked here, keeping it nice and safe. There's 4 people waiting for her to come. I mean, look at this. I mean, is she stream sniping or something? No, I think they're going to be able to dive her here. No, Hylos? I mean, this is going to be the opportunity to dive. There we go. Hylos ulti committed finally. Aegis comes out on top of her as well. She's going to keep running. Now, honestly, there's a chance she can make it out of here. Well, maybe not really. I mean, Hylos slow is going to be out. Clint will finally get rid of her life and maybe convert this into a bit of tower damage. I don't think they're going to be able to get rid of the whole tower because all of Exodus is coming. 4 people are coming towards this direction, and Hayabusa is the first one to fall. Minerva Fury comes down and knocks them up all. And I mean, the Vengeance again is not going to keep this Hylos safe. It's going to be a double kill for this Roger. And Exodus coming in with a decent rotation in response to them killing their Hanabi.
Yeah, I think the Trizla was slacking there. I think he should have rather just rotated to the top lane as soon as he saw that you know, the whole clan is pulling up, man.
the whole village did. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, gonna see Turtle gonna be spawned out a bit. Maybe Bus Bomber might be able to. Oh, accidentally resets it.
Yeah, but I don't think RYZE wants to contest any of these turtles. I think they're just going to try and focus on the gold lane as much as possible.
Make sure Clint gets a good game versus Hanabi, and then I think you're going to be set. I mean, honestly, it might just be worth going for this top tower immediately, just putting 4 people to the top tower immediately. But they're not going to do that. So they're going to maybe defend the mid tower a bit. As Atso going on to the Kurman a bit. Oh, we might see a good shadow kill coming out here. Yeah, it's going to be maybe enough to take her out, but there's the Aegis. It's going to keep her nice and safe. Oh, this is a bit of a wasted rotation. Maybe
not exactly. I mean, they do get the turret. I mean, they're finding the trades. The first was turtle in exchange for Hanabi's life. Now it's turtle in exchange for a turret in gold lane. It's these small trades that can take them in the game.
I'm over Chad, and I don't think he lives through this, especially if the Lost Insanity comes out. Doesn't even need to be committed. And the Exodus take a good pick off for themselves in the bottom lane here, as well as the tower. So a lot of value out of that kill.
I'm not sure. Did a pigeon just use a thumbs up emoji, but he's not using it again. So I'm not sure if they want to pause.
I'll have a look at Pigeon here now. Oh, actually, it's going to be Hanabi taking out Clint. While I was looking for this thumbs up emoji by Pigeon. baiting me into missing out some kills on the camera here.
I think he just used it by accident.
Alright, maybe. Oh, there's a penalty zone. It's on to one though, on to Anthony. He's gonna get the flicker out. I don't think he's gonna live much longer though, as the Minotaur gets taken out completely. And Urine also in a bit of danger. It gets burnt out to a crisp by this X-Borg. Oh, I'm hungry.
Me too.
Nice. I think I'm gonna go and make some food later. Anyway, food aside, is it time to make food before we go into the third game?
I don't think there is, man.
Well, okay. After this, while the interviews are happening, I think I'm gonna go just put some stuffing on the stove.
Okay, just give me a second.
Okay. No worries. Anyway, going into this game, forgetting about food. Remember, Chad getting gone on a lot by the 5 members of Exodus in the middle lane here. I think if the Lost Insanity comes out, I don't think he's gonna make it. But no, he does manage to run away a decent amount. Penalties are taken away by this Valentina, so we might be seeing some of that action happening. Anyway, Turtle going down relatively quickly. The penalty zone, it is onto 1, but maybe not onto the best targets. The Valentina, she does have it still to work with. The Minute of Fury is not going to land on anyone, unfortunately. As Exodus going to push in this mid lane quite safely here. Okay, we're going to see Roger going in. Maybe on to Tag Your Dead. Has the jump through. Killing spree for Roger. Oh man, what I mean, this Hylas is probably going to fall as well. Make a kill for Roger right now. There's the penalty zone from to Rizla. It's on to 2. Oh, but there's the penalty zone from Chad. The actual penalty zone. But it's not going to do enough.
The penalty zone was so good you thought it was actual hero.
Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure what's exactly happening here. Okay, we're going to see Hayabusa going in with a Shadow Ogi kill. It's not going to be enough though. He does pop the Retribution for the lethal 1 remove and speed to get out, as he will probably be safe enough to run away from this engagement. That's my phone starting to overheat with all this action. Or is it my battery that's low? No, my battery's not low. I need to turn my fan on if this gets a bit too much. Anyway, gonna see Exodus on a big lead, not as big as the lead as the last game though. So I mean, RYZE still have a chance to come back into this. So we're gonna see the Lui ultimate. It's gonna bring Arbor. There's the village again, pulling up through the Lui ultimate. The Uber just Ubered themselves straight to that bottom lane. Oh, there's a penalty zone from the Valentina. It's going to give her a bit more distance away from this Hayabusa, and it's going to be enough to take him out first before she falls. And now this X-Borg maybe wants to go in with the Lost Sanity here. Yeah, has all the freedom to do so. Going to blow up Cyril Karki and take her life out. This Lu Yi not having the best game herself. I mean, it was a good attempt by RYZE, but I think that they did take a really good fight for themselves in context there.
Yeah, I mean, I think if it was just if one person just survived, like if Hayabusa just survived, I think they would have definitely gotten the turtle there and given them some more space to work with.
Yeah, for sure. Gonna see the Lord being spawned out. Bus Bomber gonna poke it a little bit. Maybe possibly gonna commit for a full Lord for Exodus to pick up now. But in the top lane, Mobachad pushing out the lane as much as he can.
We do have the Hylos just giving vision on the turtle. We might be looking at the steal there.
Oh, there it is. The steal. No, it's not going to be there in time. Hanabi is the one to get it secured in the end. But it's a really good engagement around to Roger. X-Borg needs to pop the Lost Insanity quickly so he can finish off these kills. There we go. It's going to come out. Oh, there it is. Actually might get the Clint here. Lost Insanity popped. Actually, they actually get a really good kill onto this Lu Yi. On top of it. Oh wow, Hayabusa falls. There's a penalty zone. Oh, there's another penalty zone. It's all the penalty zones, but it's not going to be enough to keep RYZE in this game. or at least in this fight at the moment, as Exodus are just completely dominating here. They're even running it down into the tier 3 tower, and Lord gonna start knocking it on the mid lane. This is like endable territory, I think.
Not at the moment. They might be able to do something with the Lord, but we do see RYZE members just spawning in now. Might be able to actually defend this Lord, keeping in mind that Exodus doesn't have any available ultimates at the moment.
Oh, true.
Very true. Pigeon, I'm gonna recall back to base now that he still has mortality to work with, but opting for those 4 lives as they usually do. Kurimin gets an easy tower in the top there. I mean, there's absolutely no contest in terms of defending that. Okay, Mobichat in a bit of danger here. Has to go forward with the penalty zone, but I think he's gonna just get taken out. He's living for quite a long time, but they finally get a kill onto the Hanabi. It's a really good kill for RYZE right now. They get the Valentina as well. And RYZE, they want to teleport out. They want nothing else to do with this fight right now, because they just need to be careful. And Tag Your Dead finishes off the Malefic Roar. We'll be increasing his damage a bit more for this game. But Exodus, they're going to have to keep this pressure up, because if RYZE, if they can get many more of these shutdown kills, they can come back into this game nice and clean. Atso getting gone on here. He might be in a bit of danger. He gets pulled back as well. Gets taken out by this X-Borg with a monster call for him. And now Hayabusa goes straight away in. He's going to get poked down by Boss Bomber. Boss Bomber.
Boss Bomber.
I'm just making some sense here. There's a known Fury. It's actually on to 3. Oh my god, I don't think that RYZE can make through this fight. No, I think that might be the end of the game here. Tag Your Dead is going to get penalty zoned by this Valentine as well. RYZE wants to end this game, and that will be your game 3 winners, which will be Exodus versus RYZE. RYZE will be knocked out of this tournament, unfortunately for them, and Exodus they move forward in the lower brackets and will be up against NLK possibly tonight.
No. It's Exodus versus Enigma.
I mean, Enigma. What am I talking about? NLK are the winners. Yeah, I'm tripping.
Okay, let me just message them.
Yeah, message them for an interview if you don't mind. So long, I'm gonna try and get something on the stove. I will be back for some interview stuff. But back to my panel, if you don't mind.
Cool. Samara, I hope you have some questions ready, because I'll just have to take a little bit to think about it.
Well,
What?
wait, final comments.
What?
No, I do think Exodus had a great lineup, and of course the execution was really, really nice. I loved seeing that X-Borg in action. He was doing the most. But of course, on the side of RYZE, they did put up a really good fight as well. But yeah, like I said, I hadn't really seen Tag Your Dead playing Clint before. So yeah, I think that's not really one of his top picks, and he didn't really perform as well on it. But yeah, GG's to both teams. I think it was a really interesting match.
Cool stuff. What?
What?
Jake, have you asked for maybe some possible interviews? Oh yes, you have. Okay, awesome. So yeah, we're just waiting on anyone from RYZE Exodus to come in and give us an interview so long, and I will go and make some food.
Let me message Kurumin.
I'll make the overlay for the first game, and then when the first game is up, during the first game, I'll have the rest sent to you as well.
Oh, sure. And I need to put an overlay now for the interviews. I almost forgot.
First pick is going to be Enigma 9.
Okay.
So Enigma 9 on the left side. Alright?
Cool.
Okay,
We've got someone here.
Yeah, we have Kurumin. Welcome, Mr. Chibbles. congratulations on your victory against RYZE and moving up, well, moving forward in the lower brackets. How do you feel?
Brave the road ahead.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Congratulations on the victory against RYZE.
Can I just leave quick? I can
Yeah,
reset it quickly because
all right,
you just keep it's not right.
all right. I'm not gonna say that a third time.
You during my absence.
That's fine. Thank you. Thank you very much.
for looking after her.
Just, yeah.
Okay.
Don't
Well,
be
the game
afraid
plan is to
to
keep the
brave the
interviews
road ahead.
as short as possible, so we can move along and get our third game done today.
Is he coming back?
Yeah, he said,
Is it going to be on the same link, Sep?
You want it to be on the same link?
Yep.
We can keep the stream the same here, if you want.
Okay, awesome.
I heard Layla
I-
accompanied you during
I'm
my
just
absence.
so hungry. I
Thank you.
can't
That's
think
alright.
straight.
If it makes
yeah.
you feel better, I haven't had breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and it's 8:30.
Oh damn, that's rough as well. Okay.
If that makes you feel better.
Yes. I will get the stream ready to go for the next game. Do we want to keep the same stream live then? We can move on into the
Yeah.
next game.
Same link.
yeah, I
Same
think,
link.
yeah, I think keep the same stream.
Kurimin is back.
Okay,
So
there we
let me
go.
just
Doof,
transfer.
you can go and ask some interviews. I think you
All
might
right,
need to.
Yes.
Before we proceed with the interview, I just want to ask the viewers if the stream was good, if there was any problems with the FPS or anything like that. And yeah, let's just wait on those responses. And Kurumin, I'm gonna say it a third time. Congratulations on your victory against RYZE and proceeding in the lower brackets. How do you feel?
Thank you. I actually feel more. I was actually more excited this game than usual. So I'm just gonna say that out of the blue.
Yeah, I do know.
And
I think you mentioned that you'll have some beef with RYZE in the background there. So
yeah, we do this, but I think honestly it was a fun game. All three games. Yeah.
all right. And what were your thoughts when RYZE banned out your Hanabi?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
So I think after that first game, everybody like our mindsets. I think at the time was just different because we said we can play against RYZE. We're not gonna do something we're not supposed to do. Sorry for the background. So we were just doing something we weren't usually doing because having me on mid lane and Kitty on gold lane, we were just tasting something at the end. If I'll be honest.
Right. I mean, it worked out. Well, it didn't exactly work out because I mean, y'all did lose the first game, but
Yeah.
yeah, I do think that I mean, if you wanted my thoughts on the first game, you can just have a look at the stream. Basically, just giving space for the Claude to work with, on the back lines. But yeah, I mean, you guys did manage to step up your game and claim victory over the next two games. Remind me again, who was the marksman for the second game from your team?
That would be me actually.
Oh, was it Bruno? Yeah, I saw you dominating the game so much on that Bruno pick. I honestly really hate that hero. They are so strong, especially when you lock in that Berserker's Fury. But
Actually, yes, I actually understand that very well.
yeah, was there anything that you had to discuss with your team to kind of after that first game to pull your socks up?
Yeah, I think I just told myself, let me rather play heroes that we're actually comfortable with instead of just playing stuff that were not. Because I think the first game we were honestly, as I say, not in our right mindset.
Right. I mean, if it was me, if I wasn't in the right mindset in the first game and after that loss, I would have been like, "Ish," I would have gone even worse. So props to you guys for stepping up your game and not taking that loss to heart. It's already secured a victory there. Any questions from you, Samara?
Um. Okay, well, I wanna start off by saying GG's. I think you're an amazing marksman, and your team played so well, especially that Borg. But yeah, I also do have a little question. So I just want to ask, like, how has your experience been so far in the tournament?
Honestly, it's been amazing. Honestly, I'm having a great time. Honestly.
Oh yes, I want to
Okay,
ask.
glad to hear
So
that.
in the second game, I believe, um, or was it? I think the first game, y'all did call a pause with the emote, and was that was there any sort of major delay? Did we give it on time?
No, actually, the pose was fine. But the reason why we did the pose there was because our jungler was laggy a bit actually.
Right. And I did see, I thought it was the thumbs up emoji, I think in the third game. Was that an actual pause? Or because I only saw Pigeon use it and just like once. So I don't know if he made a mistake or you'll want to recall a pause.
I think the third game. Oh, did someone put poses in? I actually didn't know about that. To be honest.
Yeah, it was Pigeon playing the Xborg. So I'm not sure if it was the second or the third game.
Ah. Well, I'll speak with him actually after this. Oh, why I did that? But yeah.
Yeah, just check it up and let me know because I would have given the pause if I saw him doing it a second time, but it was just once. So I thought maybe it was a mistake and nobody else was using it anyways. All right. Is there
Alright.
anything that you want to say? I mean, we have a member from RYZE that joined up here. Do you want to say anything to him or the viewers in general?
To the rifle join. Actually, thank GG guys for playing. It was actually a fun game with you guys, and honestly, would like to play more against you guys. Honestly, again. I'll be honest.
All right, cool stuff. Mr. Ursini,
You're in.
Terror.
Me.
Stop with your nonsense, Seppi. Come on, man. You can't call him urine to his face. Anyways, Terra, how are you feeling after your games?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure no one really enjoys losing, but I gotta tell you that Exodus played a very good game. They really punish hard when you make little mistakes. And that's one thing at RYZE that we still trying to perfect is just, clearing out the little mistakes in between.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that RYZE definitely needs to brush up on their drafts because, like, even for me, y'all did do really well in the first game, despite having a support and an assassin jungle, but you used the early game damage in your favor, so that there wasn't really much of an issue there. But in the second and third game, I think the Hylos pick wasn't really that good because obviously you don't really have that much of dive. Just like a lock in dive kind of hero, like maybe a Kaja would have been better. Just the overall situation because you could see, like for example, the Hanabi doesn't really get. She has CC immunity, right? So you can just use that suppression on her and drag her out of the turret, or if you see the Minotaur ulting, you can just flicker in and ult the Minotaur with the Kaja and just cancel out his ult, right? So yeah, I do think some work on the drafts definitely needed by RYZE, but otherwise, other than that, y'all did do as good as you can. Especially, I think the Valentina was really, really exceptional in all three. No, all both the matches that he did play Valentina. It was, I think, even for me, it would have been a pain to fight that thing. But any thoughts from your side, Tara?
Uh, Yeah, you know what? In the end, I guess it does sort of come down to the draft. We did pick the Martis in the second match, and we did have a what we thought was a good team, but just when it comes to executing team fights, it didn't really work out. The first part of the game, before I could even clear out my jungle, there I was heavily engaged by the enemy team invading my jungle, and for a good portion of the match, I was stuck on level 2. So I didn't manage to race to my level 4 when I needed to, and those small things kind of drag you behind into a point where in the game you're not actually engaging anymore. You're just trying to keep your turrets up as long as you possibly can just to fight for the late game. But I mean, look, it just comes down to it. Exodus really played a tough match, and I mean, I must say, when they engage as a team, you can see that their synergy is very good. We trying to focus on certain heroes, but the protection and everything that's behind Exodus's playstyle is quite impressive, and it's quite difficult to sort of get through. But I mean, in the end, what can you say? What can I say? It was a good match, and I mean, we didn't expect it to be easy versus Exodus. Anyways, we know them to be a very good team. So yeah, what can I say? It was a bittersweet moment, but it was a good bunch of matches. What's it? Pretty much just good games. Yeah.
All right. Now, before I give my final thoughts, Samara or Seppi, any questions that you guys have? All right, I'll take that as
I'm making food. I'm sorry. Samara will have to answer.
I think I'll give Samara a 5-second time here because we have to rush in for our next match.
Oh, no, I don't have any questions.
Okay. So, Mr. Rosine, is that how I pronounce your in-game name?
That's correct, Ursine.
All right.
I mean,
So,
yeah, whichever. Which depends on your phone, I guess.
all right. So I'll try and give a little bit of advice here. So basically, as someone who watched your game, I think let me just circle back here. For the third game, for the third game you played Hayabusa, you're really focused on the Hanabi rather than getting the turtles. I think it was a relatively good call. I think you kind of knew that you won't really be able to compete, especially with the Minotaur and the Roger, that that damage and that CC and all of that. So you're rather focused on the Hanabi. What I suggest you guys to do is kind of like maybe watch through the stream again and just point out your mistakes. Watch it as a team, point out your mistakes because you really did well. You'll kill the Hanabi in the early parts of the game during one of the turtles, and you'll manage to get the gold lane turret as well. But what happened afterwards was that the entire clan, the whole family, the village pulled up on top lane and managed to get you all out. But what I saw was Moba Chad on the Terizla just like pushing mid lane turret for the gold. I think if he followed them and engaged when they were going to engage, then it would have definitely been a different outcome. Especially because early game as an assassin, if you fall off, it's really difficult to come back.
Listen, Brew, you play the game, obviously. What's your in-game name?
Me,
Yeah.
Doofenshmirtz.
So you do, Finsmith. You know what? I hear what you're saying, man. I gotta tell you. I think the best way to sort of learn these things is maybe you come join us in a couple of games and we sort of brush up on these small things. Unfortunately, we don't have as much time as we used to as a squad to play a lot together. So there are a bit of parts of us that are a little bit rusty. But I won't deny that we do sort of understand what you're saying, and we say the same thing too. I love watching the streams after we play just to see where we make these mistakes. And you're very right about the objectives. I mean, somehow the Roger just managed to farm up very quickly. I mean, early game he is already almost 1,000 gold ahead of me, and with Anthony on the what's it Minotaur, his zoning is just it's wild. So to get past that is quite tricky because if you make one mistake, which is quite easy, it's over for Hayabusa. So it was a hard decision whether to stick around in the gold lane and gank as much as we can, knowing that we're giving up turtle or not. You know, it's kind of the lesser evils. But generally, when these kind of games happen, it's a slow fall until we lose, and we still trying to figure out what's a way to sort of turn this around. Should we maybe build a comp where we have I don't know, half the team as strong in the early mid game and maybe the last two late game? I don't know. It's a tricky one for us, and we're still trying to figure that out. But I believe, you know, we'll get there as time goes on. This current meta isn't really great for us. I gotta say, it's not shining for us with our current hero pool. But I mean, it's still quite an interesting tournament and season nonetheless. You know.
Right. I think for RYZE especially. Okay, Seppi, you can go first.
I think it's time to say thank you to both teams for coming for the interview. I think we need to kind of like move on.
Oh, well, there's no other match happening tonight. I think
what?
Exodus pulled out. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, carry on, Mr. Doof. You can take your time. Yes.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be having the giveaway though.
Never mind. Don't take your time. Thank you to Urin and Kurimin for your time. Sorry, I'm going to cut you off there, Doof.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Thank you for the interviews. I think we still do need to hurry it up. I mean,
Thank you for having us.
What?
I said thank you for having us.
Oh yeah, no, that's an absolute pleasure, and it was a pleasure to cast for you guys. You guys definitely gave us a good game to cast, and it was very just a bloodbathy. You guys were non-stop killing each other. It was very fun to watch. So thank you for that. Okay, and I think that's all for the interviews. Thanks for guys for coming, and we shall now move on into the interview. Mr. Jake, how would you like to do this giveaway?
Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, Hachi did a request for me to do the spin, but since you're doing the stream, maybe what you could do is you could stream Discord and then I share the spin on Discord. Is that okay?
Yeah, it should be.
Why
okay.
doesn't Seppi just set up the wheel on his own?
Well, that's what I'm saying. And because Hachi asked me to do this spin, but if Hachi's okay with Seppi doing it, then that would save that would save a lot of hassle.
Alright,
let me wait for what he says in the chat. In the meantime, let me make the announcement that it's been cancelled.
Okay, I'm just looking for the spinning the wheel thing. Thingamajig, there it is. Just in case I do need to do it, I'll open it up. Okay, I've got mine open, so if Hachiman's okay with it.
He said it doesn't matter. Okay, perfect. So you can go ahead and do the spin. Doof, do you want to tell them how to enter?
No, you go for it, bro. I don't even
Come
know.
on, I'm trying to tell you. Alright, I think we'll do it like last time. Everyone just come onto the Discord chat where we've got the giveaway submissions channel and drop the team that you're rooting for, the team that you think is gonna win the tournament, the team that you're supporting. Just drop the name of the team in giveaway submissions. So I'll go first. Jake's team. So you can put my name down on the wheel.
Okay, Jake's team, got it.
We'll have to see which teams are still here. So I know it's Exodus, it's Enigma, it's Mavericks, it's Equilibrium, Pinoy Hub, NLK. Is there anyone else? Am I missing anyone else?
You forgot Jake's team, but of course, I mean, you guys always know that I can't. You guys already know that I can't actually say a team because I'm part of the organization. I can't put any sort of favoritism in there, so I've just got to say Jake's team.
Right.
Okay,
so it's
Jake.
It's Enigma, it's NLK, it's Equilibrium, it's P Hub, it's Mavericks, and Exodus. There's what, like 6 teams?
Want me to read out the names to you from the giveaway submissions?
Yes, please. I would like that.
Alright. So far, it's me and Shawarma. Sep, I think you've got to also give a team.
Okay, I will do. There we go.
That's what I like to see. I mean, you could have put down, you know, DR2, DR.
No, I'm okay with this one. Okay, who's this? Shaib?
So, we got Sohaib, or Shuaib, however you say his name.
Shaib. I said Shaib.
Shaib. Nah, come on, Swag, you got to give a real team. Swag.
Says the two people that put Jake's team down.
He can't vote for his own team. So I wonder who he's going to vote for, because if he votes for his own team, then his favoritism.
Excuse me.
That's alright.
I didn't manage to mute before I sneezed, guys. Sorry.
Right, bless you.
Is that it, guys?
There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? Let's put down Hachi's name as well, because he's the one hosting it.
That's kind of funny, yeah.
Except gonna say Aquidis. Fine, Mavs. That's favoritism, but alright, fine. We'll just put his name down as well. So Swag, you can put his name down. So far, Jake, Shawarma, yourself, Shuaib, and Swag.
Yes.
And Hachiman.
That's 6 people.
Shall we give it 1 more minute?
Yes, we're gonna give this like a little bit more time. Sorry that Hatchman, there's not that many people left on the stream. I guess they all ran away.
We should have actually done this before the interview, eh?
Yeah, probably.
I blame the person that started the interview.
Yeah, I blame the person that asked way too many questions and gave too much feedback.
Hey, listen, man, I'm just hoping to see some improvement, man.
I might give a whole lecture. A whole lecture, you know.
I have to give the fatwa, bro.
Okay.
Man said fatwa. Man gave a khutbah, but not a fatwa.
Okay, well, it looks like we're not got any more submissions, and I need to eat, so I think I'm ready to spin this.
Wait.
Do you want the soundboard?
Hold on.
Yeah.
So I
Doof hasn't submitted.
No, it's not me. I'm looking for 3 people here. Hoping for Shiro, Sayu, Ogiwara, and Spiwe.
They're saying wait for them.
Quickly.
Yeah, come on. Quick.
Doof, you've got to go submit as well.
Nah, I'm not submitting anything, bro.
Do it.
Bruh.
It's an order from me, and like I told you, as part of your contract is you have to listen to whatever Jake says. So you've got to go and enter yourself as well.
No.
Do it, Doof.
Bro. No.
No, do it.
I'll enter myself again in Doof's place.
Before I tell Sep to just put his name. Look, even if you win, you can give it away. You get me? So just enter yourself, and if you don't, then Sep, I command you to put his name down.
Okay. I think I have to put his name down anyway, so I'll just do that.
Alright, I'll...
make it fair, you should just type in a team.
Alright.
Okay, so Shaib says we have to say the rules again. Just put down the team you think is going to win. That's still participating. Make sure you say a real team, like Jake's team.
And you win and you've got a chance to win a Starlight.
Yes.
Which is sponsored by Man Like Hachiman.
The Hatchman.
That's the Akado's team. Alright, NLK. Favoritism?
Hey, bro. You can't call me out for that. If I win the giveaway, I'm giving it away to Spiwe.
What?
Alright. Why? Because he hasn't joined the server. So technically he won't be able to get it, so you're just gonna keep it.
Come on, Spiwe. You gotta hurry up, dude. You said you wait for you, and we're waiting, son.
Yeah, there's someone new that's joined the server, but they haven't picked up any roles.
We're gonna give you till like 53 minutes. Because I need to go eat.
I need to eat as well, but that's not in okay. Alright, Euphoria. We've got Shiro who voted for
Okay,
Euphoria.
Bro,
And
Euphoria
then
ain't even at the tournament right now.
True.
Oh yeah,
That's
they
a
got
Yeah,
they
we
got
said-
kicked out.
We
I
said
mean,
real teams, bruv.
man said Jake's team. Man, what am I saying?
Okay, there we go. Nice. That's a real one.
Right?
You just put him in for P-Hub since he's in P-Hub.
Nice. I'm gonna go to P-Hub later tonight.
Biased.
But
Damn. TMI.
Exactly. Sayu, are you putting your name down? Are you putting a team down? Damn. We got 15 people watching now, so a bit more new people are jumping in.
okay, we're gonna spin. Unfortunately, we're not. This took too long. So
Because Shoaib, because
yes,
Shoaib says spin already.
yeah, no, because I
Hey,
agree with him. Because I agree with him. All right, so we're gonna go. Okay.
Alright,
So guys, make sure that it lands on SEP, and let's do this. And your winner for
Where's the
the
soundboard at?
Starlight is.
Oh wait, we've got notes.
Oh
too
my
late.
God! It's Jake.
Oh, is it me?
It's Jake. Oh,
Nah,
I can't
you-
even watch it because
You'll have to.
the stream is laggy.
oh
You'll
my-
have to
What do you mean
respin.
respin?
I mean,
What
not
do you
to,
mean?
Anyway,
Is it actually me?
it's actually you. Yes.
I
So,
can't even see it yet because of the.
Congratulations, Jake. You are today's winner.
Well, thank you very much, Hachi. I'm looking forward to getting my Starlight. I
Yes.
don't know how many cards. I don't know how many cards I've got in my inventory at this point, but I look forward to another one to the collection.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Totally not
Alright,
rigged
so-
giveaway, guys. Thanks for joining.
Nah, I'm joking. Just go ahead and spin it again, yeah.
Okay, if you're sure, Mr. Jake.
Of course, man. I'm not gonna take the Starlight.
Okay.
How can I enter the wheel?
Okay, we'll spin
Alright,
again.
so-
Well, sorry. Okay, spinning again now. And your winner is.
Before you...
Oh!
Wait. Oh my days.
Sorry, I have to re-roll, don't I? Because there's a new
Yeah,
person.
there's two new guys.
Oh my God.
There's notes. Wait, so who won?
Me.
you'll
So
don't,
you.
you'll don't add in note, Mr. Note.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm step one.
Yeah, we forgot Mr. Notes, so I'm gonna spin again.
Yeah. So just add in notes, and this guy in the YouTube chat. Oh, note is Slim. He said it's me.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is the actual spin, unfortunately for me. All right.
Oh, so you actually won the first one.
Oh, maybe it's me again. Oh! Easy game. Okay, now you guys know it's not rigged. Because I spammed
Oh,
twice.
so it is you again.
And I won again. So suck it.
Oh, you won again.
Yes.
Alright, GG, bro. You're gonna go ahead and finesse your ex squad leader.
He's not my. He wasn't my squad. That's Angel King. He's a long story. Okay, that's time for later. Thank you, guys, for coming to watch my Starlight exception video. Thank you for watching all the games today. There's some really interesting games. We had 6 games in total with Exodus versus RYZE and Enigma versus NLK. Thank you to my casters. Thank you to Doof and Samara and Nigel, and thank you for Jake for helping out in all of that. And I think we're at the end of our stream, so we'll see you guys.
Best for last. Thank you.
Yes, we'll see you guys in the near future when we do some more games. I think the lower bracket should be coming to a close at some point, and we're trying to get this done by like the 20th of December. So